My name is Curtis Collier, and I am the senior designer here at Red Meat Games in Halifax, Canada, and we are currently working on Sentience. So once I got my title as game designer, things really opened up. I was more in charge of the full-fledged design of games, talking with the clients and working out how games worked and how they should feel, and working with the artists and programmers to kind of create that vision as a team, you know, taking guidance from their disciplines and my discipline and trying to make the best running, visual, and fun game we could make. Luckily, through some connections, got the job here at Red Meat Games at the beginning of 2018, and I've been here since. And that brings us up to now when we're working on their first big multiplayer PC game with Sentience. It's been quite a ride so far. If I was to describe Sentience in my own words, I would describe it as a hide-and-seek game that takes place in a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk universe. We had a baseline idea of, you know, one team trying to hide in the environment amongst the AI, and the other team trying to find them and take them out before they could escape or complete their mission. Building the world around these two different teams and the gameplay that came with it was an interesting task that, I mean, myself and the whole team kind of had to mold into what Sentience is today. The biggest hurdle was we proved the concept as a single player game, so trying to figure out how this game would work as a multiplayer where one team has to look the same. We had to figure out how we could allow the player to do this while keeping the gameplay as hide and go seek, where you're hiding in plain sight. That along, and then with the customization, we talked about free to play. So taking the single player experience of hide and go seek, and then how we could structure this strong single player experience with this new multiplayer free to play, as in the progression, the player progression, you know, what can you buy, what can you buy with soft currency, hard currency, but making sure that that core concept of the hide and go seek from the single player game that we made was still there. So as like from the design side, it was kind of taking all these theories that we learned about free to play on some of our other projects and other games that we've been playing, and kind of figuring out how we could fit all those things together to make Sentience a strong free-to-play title, even though it didn't start that way, or at least conceptually didn't start that way. As the development for Sentience is wrapping up, we have to make sure our game is solid as much as we can, and with that, bug testing is a major hurdle at the end of any project that I've worked on here at Red Meat Games or in the past. And it's not so much just like figuring out how the game's broken or you can break the game. The real task is to make sure that how you break the game is so clear to you that you can then tell the person who's going to fix it that this is how you see the bug and this is how it happens. It's an important process, because if you don't see the bug, that doesn't mean someone won't when the game comes out. So you really need to put the game through the ringer at the end of the project, and you know, having a good solid base of how to log bugs and, you know, being as helpful as you can to the person that has to fix it is probably the most important thing. And as we wrap up the project, there's countless hours of us playtesting and finding bugs and fixing bugs and finding more bugs and fixing bugs that cause other bugs. So, you know, it's great to see the project finally wrapping up, but there's always your thought in your back of the mind, are we finding everything? So we really focus on making sure that the game is as solid as possible before the game comes out. And I mean, we're the ones who built it, so we should be able to fix it. It's been great working on Sentience with the team here at Red Meat Games. We are all super excited for it to go early access on PC on the 25th of February. I really hope everyone out there tries it, enjoys it, and gives us some feedback, because, you know, we make these games for you. So thank you.